Following World War II, the Puerto Rican and United States governments collaborated on a migrant worker program to send Puerto Rican migrant workers to industries throughout the Midwest. The National Tube Company in Lorain, Ohio was a part of this program and hired hundreds of Puerto Rican migrant workers to work in their steel mill. Today, there is a prominent Puerto Rican community in Lorain because of this program, with Puerto Rican businesses and displays of Puerto Rican culture throughout the city. But there is not much scholarship on the Puerto Rican community in Lorain, and even fewer oral histories. My name is Raymond Roan, and in this short film, I will discuss with members of this migration to Lorain about their journey and the growth of the Puerto Rican community today. This film has a special component because it not only tells a story of the growth of this community, but the growth of my family as well, who has settled in Lorain since the 1950s. This is their story. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
My name is Gladys Santana.
My name is Ifran Perez.
My name is Bienvenida Perez.
My name is Juan Perez.
My name is Irma Perez.
We're in the home of Ifran and Irma Perez, and I have had the opportunity to join them in their coffee time and have a little discussion about their arrival to Lorain, Ohio, and how they got adjusted living here, and just have a little conversation just about how they built this community.
I'm going to start with me because I've been here the longest, and I need to say this because I came when I was 6. So I really didn't have any feeling about it because my parents were the ones that came in 47. My dad came in 47. My mom and I and my brother, we came in 48. I was only 6 years old. My brother was only 2, so I only spoke Spanish. So what happened with that was I had to go to school.
Yeah.
It was either sink or swim, because they threw me into a school that was you only talked English.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to quickly learn. Okay, so what happened with that? My experience as a child was that, I had to sink or swim because I was, a child. But I learned through it all that, in order to have lived here, you had to get along with everybody, and you had to do, probably maybe become a follower. Because who are you? Where did I come from? But that was my main thing. That's how it was.
I came here in 1957. I was working in Puerto Rico in a grocery store, but I was laid off. And then my uncle, Primo Morales, who lived in used to work at the steel mill, brought me here to Lorain, Ohio. I was 22 years old when I came. I'm 83 today. Then later on, I brought my brother. And then 1964, I brought my mother and father and my sister. Since that time, I have lived all my life in Lorain.
Well, I come later because I got job in Puerto Rico. I make 50 cents a day.
Wow.
Yeah, I make 50 cents a day for 8 hours. And that way I come in the country and I make $1 per hour. Is the difference?
Yeah.
I work in greenhouse. I remember I make $117 every 2 weeks. Oh man, I feel like I'm rich. Yeah.
So the economic opportunities really brought you guys. Was really appealing.
I want to say that. Yeah.
You guys.
For me, the first time, when I came here, we spent the whole night traveling from Puerto Rico to Cleveland. So the airplane wasn't not like right now, the way they are right now. But when I came here in September, I think it was, it was, when the winter time was passing. So when I came here, look out, the tree, everything, no leaf, no green leaf or nothing. So for me, that was terrible. Yeah,
Yeah.
I came in 1965. So the winter time, the language,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any English or nothing. Right now I don't know a lot, but I defend myself,
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So for me it was terrible. Yeah, the winter time. My mom don't like the winter time, so they have to go back to Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been living here for 53 years. So I have bad experience too with my language. I talk Spanish, and some people, nobody. I don't want to say the store, but I have problem there. So because I was talking Spanish, and one guy passed by me and say, "You live in America, you're supposed to talk English."
Wow.
So I tell something about that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I went behind him. I tell him something. How I feel when he say that to me. So I had so many experience by that. Yeah.
I like the story that Dia mentioned with the person in the stores, like giving them the rude comment. Did any of you have an experience with, a local or where somebody, approached you rudely because of your Puerto Rican heritage that you can remember of at least?
Oh yeah, I work when I work because I came over here when I was 21. I don't know, no English here because I married Puerto Rico. I go to school in Puerto Rico. In 1973, I started working here. I working in different places, but I don't know my language good, And in some place they say, "Oh, you got a big accent," and I don't know what you say. And one time, one guy that's from Germany, he told me, "Oh, the Puerto Rican came from the ghetto." I say, "No way. From where you go to? You know American either."
Yeah.
And that we got a lot of bad experience, especially me. I'm working in different place.
Yeah.
I had to learn hard. The only, because my kid grew up here and they speak English for me. I speak Spanish to them. I learn a little bit.
So was sorry. Go ahead.
I come from a country where everybody, we all treat ourselves equal, There is nothing like racism, And I experienced one time my bad thing when I went to a bar with a dark guy. Used to work with him, and the lady at the bar told me that I'm gonna serve you today and him, but if you bring him another time, we're not gonna serve you.
Wow.
We're not gonna serve you guys,
Because you
That's
have
a bad experience for me,
And that was because you brought
happened.
you brought somebody else in.
Huh?
You brought somebody else in.
No, alguien lo llevó ahí.
No,
Okay.
I took somebody.
Oh, he did. He took
I
some.
took somebody to the bar with me. He used to work with me. And then they told me that if I bring him again, they're not going to serve me.
Because the guy was
They're not going to serve us.
Because he black Puerto Rican.
Dark, yeah.
And I saw like they have on Pearl Avenue, they have like a fast food restaurant, It was a chicken restaurant. I said, black people going around. I said, what's going on there, They're protesting because they don't want to serve him then.
wow.
To tell you the truth, when we were growing up, we didn't see that much. I'm talking about me as a child, because they weren't talking about it. For them, they were talking about it because of the language barrier that they had. But for us, we didn't see it. And this is why Lorain was called the international city, because of everybody growing up in South Lorain and everybody getting along. But what happened there was that we were all Spanish, mainly, and black and Mexican. So, the Mexican community came in the 20s. We came in the 40s. We weren't rented. because of being Hispanic or Puerto Rican. They weren't renting apartments to us. So when the Mexicans came in the 20s, they were renting to us. This is the only way that we could get places to live. So, this is what happened. I lived in a lot of Mexican houses, and they rented their basements or their attics to us because that's how we were able to stay in places. But this was later in the late 40s. They came later, which was better, but there was bars and there were stores, and it's very emotional because they had signs on the doors not to let
No crime.
these people in, us and the blacks. So it was very emotional then to see signs, because you didn't expect that. But it was very bad.
And you were a child.
I was a child and I saw these things, Yeah. Yeah, but there was a lot of commotion back there with Spanish people. They didn't want us here. They really didn't.
Or what events happened that made white people accept you guys?
We started to have the opening clubs and stuff. That was good. Our church in 1952 opened, Sacred Heart. That helped us. That helped us a great, thing, because I was 12 years old when they opened, and it helped us to be in there together. Okay, but soon the international. That thing of international came in where we got all together and we were able to show what we cooked, and everybody did too. So that's when we started probably to say, hey, we do, belong here, because this is a place for everybody. And
because the white people, some people, he don't know we America.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yes. Before the people, some he don't know, but now he know. We America too. We can talk now.
Yeah.
For Americans, that's
now
right.
We got
They're asking for a green card.
Yeah.
Now we got policemen. We got everything in office. Puerto Ricans. Después, after that, we got a Puerto Rican consumer, right? Evelio Rosario. Habla a little de eso porque yo eso no se habla bien.
Yeah, we had Evelio Rosario. He was a councilman. We had a lot of Spanish, Puerto Rican. Right now, we have the chief of police, Sal Rivera. We're blessed with him.
Oh, really?
He's helping the immigrants now, because they've been battered and done. So he came in. He's 70-something. He's not retiring yet because he's willing to stay and help these people. I'm proud of him because he's doing that kind of stuff, because we needed somebody that was going to help these people. These people are like us when we got here,
right.
So this is what I see. I said, wow, we were Americans. They thought we weren't, and these people, immigrants, are having such a hard time. So we're blessed with who we have that are helping us now.
When you came over here to Lorain, how important was it to? Because like throughout you guys' home, there's the roosters. Flags. How important was it for you to maintain your heritage, even though you're not over in the island anymore?
Yeah, I love rooster. Oh, rooster crow. I'm happy, man.
Yeah.
That's not that. I want to tell you something that we are not happy here. I got beautiful yard there, but I can keep one rooster in my yard because the neighbor called the city.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
that's the only I don't like it. I want to tell you that.
Well, you know what? The thing is that we have to be proud of who we are, where we come from, no matter what age we come.
Yeah.
Because my parents showed me that they were proud to be Puerto Ricans, so they had their flag. The Puerto Rican food at home was, everything was, Spanish. Everything, they talk Spanish, and we would talk English, but they kept on with the Spanish language. So they were very proud when they came here. And they showed us respect, my goodness, respect, and we learned a lot from them because they were willing. I mean, that's how they were. That's how they were taught over there, that they brought it here for us, and we learned a lot from them.
So we came looking for a better life, to make a little more money. That's why we work all our life. I worked 20 years in the farm, 30 years in the steel mill. So we work to make our life better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one interesting story, like you said, when we came here in 1948, my mother didn't know English. We didn't know English.
Yeah.
Okay. We got to, the plane stopped in New York.
Okay.
My mother didn't know that to get out or get, or so she saw people getting out of the plane. We were supposed to stay in the plane. We got out of the plane. Okay, no time for laughing. Okay. We got out of the plane. When we got out of the plane left.
Wow.
They left us. We didn't have any money. God sent an angel. This is why it's so emotional for me. That when this Puerto Rican man saw us in New York in the airport walking around, he asked my mother, "What's happening?" She said, "Well, they didn't tell me anything. They just let us out. We don't have any money to get to Ohio."
Mm-hmm.
So he said, "Where are you from?" and stuff. So he went and got us bus rides to downtown Lorain, where the police department is. That's where it was. That's where. So that man, God bless whoever he is, and God bless his family forever, because that man sent us here.
Wow. Yeah.
When we got here, there was my father's friend was walking around. He saw us getting out of the bus, and he says, "Who are you?" And what my mother said. When my mother said who my dad was, she said, "Oh, he's my friend. I know him. I'll take you guys." So he took us. He kept us at his house for 3 or 4 months. We didn't have a place. My dad wasn't expecting us. So what happened with this? He went and got my dad, and we were all in this house for a while. But God bless that man.
Wow. Right.
That helped us to stay there until we found a place. But everybody's story is different.
Mm-hmm.
For me it's emotional because of what happened with different things. But this is what happened to us and how it happened. And because of the language, look at what happened to us.
Yeah. I like to talk, when I was in Puerto Rico, I born in Puerto Rico. I came here when I had 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we are 10 family, take care of my mama, my father. So when we came here, my life was happy there because I have everything, for me, I don't know anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came here, to see the difference, I have to let my parents there, my brother and sister, everybody here there. So I have one sister and one brother here.
Mm-hmm.
When they left, I feel lonely because I don't know nobody here. Just my husband with me, and the other and my mother-in-law. Yeah, so it was hard for me. I suffer from depression, loneliness. So when I went to church, I don't know how to drive. I don't have a car.
Yeah.
He worked at the greenhouse. So I was lonely in my house. So I don't know nobody here. So when I was started going to church, I feel a lot happening to my church. And the family, the family around me. And my brother and sister left to Puerto Rico. So I was here, but in church, I found a lot of help there. So with the family I know, he find another job in USA. So we have a better life there. Here,
Yeah.
When he find, so I have my 5 kids, but they went to school. They know now we're growing up, working. So they have everybody job. They find a good job. So he find a good job. So our life changed because they have a lot of change. So the only thing you have to get here to work and fight for what you want,
Mm-hmm.
So you have to work. So for the thing you want, you have to work. No live from the government or nobody. You have to find your own way. Working is when you have everything you need. So yeah.
And listening to them, what I hear is proud.
Yeah.
Okay, so listening to them, we have to be proud Puerto Ricans. And we have to be strong Puerto Ricans to live here or anywhere that we go, because we can go anywhere we want. No one's gonna stop us.
No.
The only one that can stop us is us if we permit stuff to happen. So I'm just saying, I'm glad. I've known them for a lot of years. I didn't know their story either. A beautiful story. Well, everybody has a story to tell. Yeah.
Amazonas sobre ruedas, pizzas y vendetas, martinis y bikinis, ultra tronada, lo peor de cada casa. Chico, callas poco, hablas tanto, follas raro, come bolsas contra brasas. Abusar de mis pitillos, chacho, no me seas luras.